And Capricorn, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the week of the 15th of August 2022, or as always, whenever you find me, that's perfectly fine as well. In either case, I do hope this reading finds you well, and we're looking for a card first of all from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck, and that will sit in the middle of the reading with a couple of other cards as an overall theme or vibe for the week. So let's have a look. We have third eye chakra. Okay, so possibly looking at some intuitive wisdoms, connecting into some intuitive knowledge, some psychic messages, possibly some dreams. So let's see what else comes through. We have two cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card deck. We have Artemis, Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Okay, Capricorn. All right. And we have Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Now, obviously, these are goddess cards, but what they do, they're not exclusively, obviously, for women watching the reading. They're because we're all masculine, feminine, whatever. We all have masculine and feminine aspects to us. So even for my gentlemen who are watching, hello, hi, you can also tap into this inner goddess, okay? So don't worry that that we're using the goddess cards. I love having you here. I love having all of you here. Let's crack on and see what else is coming up for us. I like the idea of dance, okay? This is a theme or message that's been coming through a lot. There's been an invitation for many of us to move our bodies, to allow our bodies to be free by allowing ourselves to move. And a lot of that intuitively, a lot of that messaging that's coming through is about dancing. Or I'm seeing a lot of us dancing around our living rooms, putting music on. And sometimes when we're in pain physically, it's because we're stuck. And if we can start to move and allow that freedom, allow the energy, the chi, literally the chi to move through our body, it's going to allow this freedom which frees up our body and also obviously then frees up our mind and our spirit. All right, Capricorn, we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, what Capricorn doesn't love an Ace of Pentacles? A gift from the universe, a potential new beginning of something that has great potential to grow into a big, strong oak tree, something solid, secure, stable, something that offers great security. So finances, resources, abundance in terms of even family that we have around us. So the Ace of Pentacles is the starting point of all that. So this is all pretty good. I like it. But we do need a few more cards to fill out a bit of a story here for us to see a little bit more what's going on. So the energy coming in at the start of the week for us. So this is energy from, it could be last week, last month, last year. Let's have a look. We have the Hermit energy. Okay, so Capricorn, Aquarius just had this card in this exact same position. So if you have Aquarius placements, maybe have a look at their reading for this week as well. But what this card is telling me is that historically, moving into where we are at the moment, you may have been allowing yourself some time and some space for you to maybe take yourself away, maybe even isolate even physically. But certainly you've been allowing yourself some quiet time to go inside and find your inner soul, your inner spirit, okay? Find the light inside you. Find what motivates you, what you love, what makes you tick. You've found out who you are in terms of, the light and dark side of you as well, okay? You've been going and finding out who you are on an intimate level, okay? And I feel like because you've done that work, it's allowed you it's allowed you to I guess open up maybe this third eye chakra more. I feel like, again, this is something that is not new for you. Okay, this is again something you've been working with for some time, so you are quite well accustomed at tapping into this psychic wisdom, this opening up this third eye, tapping in even through your crown chakra into source. And I think it's come up in quite a few of your readings in the past, this fact that you have been doing the work, that you are connected to source, that you're using that to help you to grow and to help you to, as I said, grow. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like the work that you have done in the past has set you up and is setting you up really well for the future. And even this Aphrodite, okay, the inner goddess card here. All right, so because you know you've done that work to know who you are, it's opened up that space for you to express your true nature. Okay, and it may well be that for some of you, you identify that true nature as this free-flowing, free-moving goddess, okay, Aphrodite, the lover. You know, she is essentially a love goddess. And the other thing here too with Artemis, you know, the guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Now, that's a very specific, I guess, phrase on that card. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So I feel like for some of you, there may be some concern that with some of the work maybe that you have been doing, okay, that you might be concerned that you're opening up into realms that, and this isn't going to be the case for everyone, but for some of you, you're like, am I tapping into something that's a little bit too, the word that's coming through is dangerous. And so I feel like that's where this card has come through, okay, about you and your loved ones being safe and spiritually protected. There is a message coming through for some of you, is to maybe have a look at, if you are doing this psychic work, okay, if you are doing this inner work, this inner enlightenment work, is to look at what protections you put in place as you step into that meditative space, or that space of tapping into higher dimensions, or your third eye, or through the crown, through the source, whatever it is. It's important that, and I do it when I'm connecting in before I do my readings, okay, so I have a ritual where I ground myself into earth and I connect into source, and then I have all sorts of protections around me. So I will, I will imagine, obviously, physical protections in place, and then I will also call in protection from various places as well. So there's a number of different ways you can do it. And then when I am connected, I see myself obviously in a column of light, and then no negative energy can actually enter that space. And then also, obviously, once you're completed, if you are, doing some focus work, once you've completed that work, is to kind of to close down those connections, if you will, as well. So for some of you, just have a look at your protections. There's also a sense as well that some of you might want to look at some gridding as well. So maybe look at gridding your house. And if anyone is particularly concerned maybe about a spirit or an energy that's in a house, I'm getting the sense that maybe you could call in somebody who deals with house clearings. So that may be, that's a very specific message, obviously, but it has come through for someone. Okay. So the energy that's leaving, we got a little bit waylaid there, I do apologise. The energy that's leaving the week, moving into future possibilities, is this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, so this is telling me that moving forward, you should again be feeling pretty strong, pretty secure, pretty stable. You know who you are, you know what you want, you've worked hard to get there, you are you're moving forward into a place of abundance, okay? So again, we have that Ace of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles does suggest that things are going to work out fine for you in terms of finances, resources, security, having all of those things around you. Also, obviously, this inner goddess is a little bit reminiscent of this Nine of Pentacles. The thing that is coming through, again, for some of us is that sometimes this Nine of Pentacles can be, can be a fiercely independent energy, all right? So if you are single and you want to attract in that additional abundance and security, you maybe want to invite in that 10th pentacle, okay? Just keep in mind or maybe look at whether you're open to receiving that 10th pentacle, all right? So sometimes if we are a strong, independent person, sometimes we are resistant maybe to adding in that additional pentacle and getting to that place of ultimate abundance, all right? So again, that could be a message for some of us moving forward. The energy that has come out for you in terms of obstacles, blocks, gifts or strengths is the Fool card. My lights just decided to dim down. I did try and turn it up. My apologies. So we have the Fool card. So this is obviously going to be a gift, or more so a gift for you, a gift or a strength. And it's this idea of taking a leap of faith. All right. So there could be a new beginning on the cards for some of you. And this could come as a little bit of a surprise this week, all right? And it's something that, you may need to actually be a little bit bold and brave and have that courage to take that leap off the cliff, okay? So if that dog had stayed on the cliff in that place of safety, he's potentially going to miss out on this amazing adventure, which we know lies before him. So if we think of the major arcana and how it all unfolds, it's a great journey, all right? So by all means, if you are offered a new opportunity, that, if you've been around for a little while, I love a Fool card, and I will very often accept an opportunity to take that leap of faith, all right? So if you did notice a couple of cards fall out, I do take messages intuitively from my guides, and they did ask me to just put them back in the deck. So the next card out we have is the Five of Wands. This is in the position of career and finances. So in terms of career and finances, there may be a little bit of a competitive energy that's going on here. You might actually be in competition with someone or some people potentially in terms of your career. The message with this particular Five of Wands cards is to remember that to bring a little bit of, I guess, joy and play. I'm going to hold that up again, but I am a little reluctant because the light's quite poor, but it's about bringing a little bit of lightness and play to maybe if there is a situation where we are feeling like there's a little bit of competition or wrestling for position almost, is to try and take things a little bit lighter, if you will. Try not to take things so seriously, okay? So everything will work out okay, and maybe just try and look at it on it as a training exercise almost. Okay, but there may be a bit of a tussle for position in terms of career and finances this week. The next card out we have is the Health card, and we've got two cards that have come out in this position. One of them is on the floor, my darlings, and it is the Lovers card, all right? So this is partnerships, so this does indicate that there may be some sort of partnerships, potentially. It could be a romantic partnership that is coming in or has come in to ignite this inner goddess energy, as I said, male or female, it doesn't matter, but this inner goddess energy for you, which may bring on that partnership if, if you are ready for it in that Nine of Pentacles. But as I said, the idea of this partnership coming in, what that can do if you haven't been in love for a while or you haven't, had that spark for a while, that new excitement, what it can do is it dumps a whole bunch of endorphins and really great hormones into our system. And that can actually have a really wonderful effect on our physical health as well as our mental health. Okay, so we can start to feel really good because we get all the love drugs dropping in. All right, so this could potentially be a part of a shift in health for you, a new relationship, even if it's a lovers type relationship. As I said, we've got Aphrodite there. She is the great lover. So even if it's, casual relationships, casual lovers, whatever it is, it could be making you feel really good, all right, igniting that passion in you. We also have the King of Swords. And again, this has come out also in the position of health. So I feel like for some of you, this King of Swords is talking about communicating clearly. For some of you, and look, this isn't something I would have normally talked about, even when I mentioned it before about the casual lovers, it's not something that, I don't kind of live that way. So I was surprised that those words actually came out of my mouth. But many people like the idea of having casual lovers. So the sense that I'm getting is that if that's the case for yourself, by all means enjoy the rush of the new love and having that, but also set up a good communication around that, okay? If you're wanting casual liaisons with someone, make sure that you communicate that clearly, all right? In terms of physical health, I feel like for some of you there could be maybe something going on in the throat area. So again, this is about, the throat's about communication. The King of Swords is about communicating clearly. So there may be some throat stuff going on for some of you, maybe a sore throat, maybe some thyroid issues. It may or may not be related to an emotional issue with the throat of needing to speak clearly, speak your mind, speak your truth. For some of you, it may be, as I said, emotional. It may well be physical as well. So obviously take it as it resonates. And if you feel you need to, seek medical advice in that area as well. Now, I won't stay on that too long. I'm going to move on to relationships, and we have the Knight of Cups that's come up in relationships, all right? So there's definitely an indication for some of you that there is new romance or new love that is on offer if you want it, all right? The Knight of Cups does say that there is a potential for new romance for some of you. If that is something that you're not interested in, this is another message that's coming through. I do feel like that there's a couple of different, qualities of people that are watching this particular reading. And some of you might be looking for new romance or new lovers, as the case may be. Excuse me. But others of you really are sitting in this Nine of Pentacles where I'm happy on my own. I've got my stuff sorted out on my own. I'm not looking for romance at this point. So if you're not looking for romance, the message coming through is to don't forget to love and romance and wine and dine and honor yourself, okay? Even this Aphrodite card, she absolutely knows how to honor herself and romance and wine and dine and treasure herself, okay? So please don't forget to do that as well. All right, my darlings, I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, my friends, bye-bye.